Why do I have a Toyota Tundra, a Jeep Gladiator, and a Toyota Tacoma? A little bit about me, what I'm doing, and why I'm doing what I'm doing. Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Rob Motive FST. You know, I've had some questions on the channel about mods, about why I have all these trucks, who I am, what I'm doing, why I'm doing what I'm doing. So I thought I would get on here today and kind of answer that for people who are new or people who just don't know. First of all, I am a full-time, what I like to call professional YouTuber. I say professional because this is what I do to earn a living. And my definition of a profession is what you do to earn a living. So there you go. So where did I come from? Well, I spent 23 years in the manufacturing industry as a purchasing manager. I decided eventually that I wanted to go a different direction. You know, I had started a YouTube channel just kind of playing around with stupid stuff, honestly. I think my first video was a fish tank filming fish swimming around. And I think that's how a lot of YouTubers start. Unless you're really focused, you kind of just jump in, get your feet wet a little bit, see what happens. Well, obviously nothing happened with that. Who wants to sit and watch fish swim around in a fish tank? So I started making other videos, and then I started to focus really on what I love, and that is modding vehicles. You know, I had started out with cars. I did some things with cars and stuff, you know, just little things, not big stuff. And then I kind of graduated to trucks, if you will. And I'll say one thing about YouTube. YouTube kind of determines where you're going to go. In other words, the people who watch your channel or comment or pay any attention to you at all, they're the ones that determine where you're going to go. And that's based on comments and views and things. You kind of find out what your little niche is, I guess. Now, I'm not saying I'm really fully there yet. I'm not sure that I am. And if you're not familiar, I do have 3 channels. This one, Rob Motive FST, the one about my Jeep Gladiator, which is Rob Motive JT, and my biggest channel, Rob Motive, all about my Toyota Tacoma, this one and others that I've had. Primarily focusing on mods and things, because honestly, that's what I really like to do. So going back about 3 years, a little over 3 years, I decided that I was going to leave the manufacturing world and jump full-time into YouTube. Sold the house, sold a bunch of stuff, sold some cars, and moved down here to South Texas in the RGV. Now, why I did that is because the cost of living is cheaper here. I could find a house that, you know, was less money and less work than what I had in Ohio. I had a 5-acre ranch. When I say ranch, I mean a ranch house on 5 acres, and there was a lot of upkeep there. So I didn't have a lot of time. I spent 3-4 hours a week just mowing the yard and working full time. So it didn't leave a lot of time for me to do what I wanted to do as far as YouTube goes. And making the video itself, I mean, like this one, that doesn't take gobs of time. But when you're doing mods and things, that's where the time is. And when you're filming, it takes a lot more time to be able to film and get those done properly. So that's what I did. That's where I came from. So why do I have all these trucks? You know, it's funny on the channels, people tell me that the trucks are fine how they are. You should just leave them alone, not do anything. And that's kind of like telling, let's pick a profession. I don't know. Let's pick a lawyer. That's like telling a lawyer that you guys aren't needed. You shouldn't just do it anymore. You should just stop and maybe take care of your own stuff. Just leave it alone. Well, that's all great, but when you do it for a living or it's your profession, it's how I make money. I mean, I try to make videos, mods and things like that, maybe my opinions, reviews, whatever, things that hopefully people are interested in. And if I didn't mod my trucks, well, then I wouldn't really have much to do, because you see, that's what I really like doing. These talking videos and things, while sometimes I have things that I really want to get out there, I prefer to be hands-on doing things, right? Mods and stuff. That's where my true love is. But when people say things like that, it's like, okay, I'll make you a deal. I'll leave my trucks the way it is, but then I'm gonna come to your house and I'll need a place to sleep, and I'll need money for food, recreation, I'll need the internet, cable TV, because I like to watch TV too. And, you know, just the things that most people have when they work, because these people are telling me, I suppose, that I shouldn't earn a living. So I guess they're volunteering to take care of my needs. It's crazy to me what some people say, particularly when they're on an obvious modding YouTube channel. It's like getting on a cooking channel and telling the cook to just go out and eat. Why waste your time? I mean, it's insane. So I have the 3 trucks for content, obviously, and for expenses. You know, this is a business for me. So anything I buy for the trucks is tax deductible. The trucks themselves are tax deductible. You know, it's a business expense. It's just like having a factory and buying widgets to build a widget. You know, all of that stuff is tax deductible because it's part of your business. And in my case, more so because without those things, there would be no content. So I have to spend money to hopefully make money. That's the general idea. So I have 3 trucks because I have 3 different channels. And for those of you who have asked, well, if you didn't have YouTube, would you have all these trucks? No, of course not. It would be, why would I do that? I don't need 3 trucks myself. I mean, I guess if I had a hauling business and I had a fleet of employees, or a bunch of employees in a fleet of trucks, well, then I might need them. But no, for one person, obviously, you don't need 3 trucks. But in my case, for what I do, it is my business. So that's why they exist. Now, should something happen and, I don't know, maybe a channel goes away or people don't want to watch it anymore or whatever, well then that truck would go away. There would be no reason for me to have it anymore, and it would be an expense that I wouldn't have any return on. So that's in a nutshell where I came from and why I have what I have. Now, why do I do what I do? Well, as I alluded to a little bit, I do this because I love doing it. It's fun interacting with you guys. It's fun doing the mods and showing people how to do things because, frankly, I have looked before on YouTube at other videos and stuff to kind of get an idea how to do stuff myself, or even maybe what I want to do. So I like being able to provide that. I like the interaction with you guys. It's a fun time, and it's an awesome job. I mean, where else can you explore your passion and get paid for it? Now, am I making a fortune? No, I'm not making a fortune. Am I making enough to survive? So far I am. Hopefully the channel continues to grow. I need you guys to help me with that. I mean, if you're here, I'm assuming you like the channel, so I need you to share it with people. Tell people about it. Get the word out. That helps the channel grow, and of course helps me to be able to feed myself and continue to buy mods and things to do for the trucks that hopefully you guys are interested in seeing. So that's it. That's what's going on. That's why I have all these trucks, a little bit of who I am and why I do what I do. Leave a comment. Let me know. You ever thought about doing something maybe completely different than what you're doing right now, but maybe you're afraid to take the leap? Maybe financially you're just not in a position and you need to get there first. I'd be curious to know, and even more so, what is it? What is there that you'd really like to do realistically that you think you might be able to make a living doing? I'd be curious to know. Also, real quick, as I mentioned, I do have 2 other channels. Rob Motive, all about my 2021 Toyota Tacoma, and Rob Motive JT, all about my 2020 Jeep Gladiator. Check them out, and if you're interested, why not subscribe? Don't forget to click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. And do me a favor, smash that subscribe button on the way out. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.